Product provided by Nintendo. Snipperclips is Nintendo's new digital-only puzzle game for the Nintendo Switch. At first glance, I think many will be quick to skip this title for its quirky and childish-looking characters, but Snipperclips is currently one of the most charming-looking games on the Nintendo Switch. It's a puzzle game with a heavy focus on local co-op multiplayer, although you can play the game alone as well. That was actually just recently confirmed, so I don't blame you if you didn't know that already. You play as a pair of these cute little paper creatures, either controlling both of them with one controller if you're playing by yourself, or one person controls each character if you're playing with more than one person. In total, you can play with up to 4 players, but that tends to get a little bit crazy and hectic, so I found 2 players to be the sweet spot. You're able to play with all the available controller options available on the Switch, but I found using the Joy-Con sideways with a friend to be the easiest and the most convenient way to play. The main game has you tackle on puzzles in 3 different themed worlds. The 3 themed worlds are Notebook, Retro Reboot, and Silly Science, each bringing you puzzles and elements with them that only get more challenging as you progress through each world. Each world has a total of 15 levels for a total of 45 levels. You can get through the first world relatively quickly, but the next world starts to get a little bit more challenging at a gradual pace as it adds new elements to the puzzles. For example, the Notebook levels tend to focus more on paper cutting puzzles, while the Retro Reboot world has a lot more physical movement puzzles that have you move items from one place to another while reshaping your characters to help you do that. Gameplay is simple and easy to pick up and play. You move your paper creature with the analog stick and you can rotate their body with the shoulder buttons. The face buttons let you cut paper objects, including either one of your paper characters too. You'll have to use this gameplay mechanic to help create shapes either in the environment or with the characters themselves to help solve puzzles. You can also respawn your character at any point to get their original shape back too. Lastly, you can crouch and jump to reach either high or low places during certain puzzles. There isn't too much depth in terms of the gameplay controls, and that's what really makes this game approachable to both new and old puzzle gamers alike. Aside from the main puzzle mode, there's a competitive multiplayer mode that can be played between 2 to 4 players. This game mode actually has 3 games in total, consisting of Hoops, Hockey, and Dojo. Hoops has you play a game of basketball against your friends. First to score up to 3 baskets wins the game. Hockey is essentially a game of ice hockey where each of your characters is essentially a puck, and Dojo has you try to cut your opponent out of existence before they do that to you. All 3 game modes are incredibly simple but fun and surprisingly very competitive. While it isn't the main game mode in Snipperclips, it's a ton of fun to play with friends, and I found myself playing it the most when just trying to pass time on the couch with my roommates, where we were trying to kill 15 minutes and suddenly we had passed a whole hour. Snipperclips is an extremely simple puzzle game with really good bite-sized gameplay that I think justifies the $20 price tag. Although it's simplistic in design, the game just bursts with this cute charisma to it that, along with its fun co-op nature, makes it a joy to play, whether you're playing against your friends or trying to solve puzzles with them. And if you don't have anyone to play with right away, you can just tackle the puzzles in single player mode. I only hope that Nintendo announces some DLC for this game in the future, because I'd love to see some more puzzles in this game, especially some Nintendo themed worlds in the future. If you want a fun co-op game to play with your friends locally, or just a fun puzzle game to tackle on by yourself, you can't go wrong with Snipperclips. It's currently one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch. Thank you all very much for watching this review. I'm actually going to give away a copy of this game to somebody randomly in the comment section below, so all you have to do is drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below saying pretty much anything, as long as you also say, hey, please enter me in the contest. And I'll choose somebody at random in the next few days, so best of luck to everybody that enters the contest. If you do have any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the review, feel free to ask me in the comment section below as well, or on my social networks, and I'll do my best to answer your question. Oh, and if you have a Nintendo Switch and you want to add me as a friend, here is my friend code. Feel free to add me or send a friend request, and I'll try to add as much people as I can. Stay tuned for more game reviews on the Nintendo Switch and all the other platforms available right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.